Helen Davis, a 42-year-old woman, was the owner of a small second-hand bookstore in the neighborhood. She was known as quiet, kind, and intellectual. On a gloomy October night in 1997, she was found dead in her own shop in Greenwich Village, New York. Around 10:10 p.m., the owner of a neighboring store noticed that the lights in Helen's bookstore were still on, unusual as Helen typically closed up by 8 p.m. Curious, he walked to the door and saw a faint sound coming from inside and a handprint on the fogged-up window. The door was slightly ajar. Upon entering, he found Helen in the back room, lying in a pool of blood. Her hands were bound with a torn book page. She had been strangled, but there were no signs of struggle. A look of shock was frozen on her face. There were no fingerprints at the scene. However, the book page tied around her wrists turned out to be a significant clue. It was a page from Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. This detail suggested the murder was not random, but symbolic. Investigations revealed that Helen had spoken often about a homeless man named Thomas Rayburn who had started visiting the store a month earlier. He was known to have an obsession with Dostoevsky. 2 days after the murder, Thomas was found in Central Park with Helen's necklace hidden inside an old book. During interrogation, he said, "Helen told me to write my story. So I did, in blood." Thomas Rayburn was declared mentally unfit for trial and was committed to a high-security psychiatric hospital instead of receiving a prison sentence.